And in the middle, as always, the star of the show, we have Miss Remy May. And as you can see, she's already sniffing around the table. She's ready to go. We have Grandma Brewer with us. And then we have the very proud mommy of this fur princess here, myself. And we are going to have some fun with some magnets today. So I know when we think about magnets, some of us know what magnets are, some of us don't know, May. But I'm going to ask you, as well as you guys out there, a few questions about magnets. So I have here in my hand 2 magnets. So one thing that we have to remember is there is a magnetic field that is all throughout this planet that we live on, which happens to be planet Earth. I know Remy would like to think that the planet's name is Remy, but no. All right. So these magnets have a north pole and a south pole. Can you sniff out which one is north and which one is south? All right. So we have opposites attract one another when it comes to magnets. So what that means is you'll notice that sometimes magnets easily go together as such. So we know that we have the north and the south that are attracting. But when you have 2 of the same, you'll notice they fight one another. So, May, you see it? They won't go together. They fight one another. So, if anything, those opposite poles are trying to get together. So, now we know that about magnet on magnet. So, now, Miss May, we're going to try to see different materials, what's actually magnetic and what is not. So, Remy, here's our magnet. All right. What do you want to try first? We have a plastic cup. We have a glass mug, an aluminum can, and then we have a piece of wood artwork that I happen to love. All right, so you want to do the plastic cup first. So Remy wants to test out to see if the plastic cup is going to be magnetic. So go ahead and make your predictions. Mrs. Brewer, do you have your prediction? Mm-hmm. All right, so let's see what happens. What's going on, May? Is it magnetic?
Miss May, it's not magnetic.
It is not. So we know that plastic is not magnetic. All righty. So what's the next one that we want to try? Which one of these 3 do we want to try? This, or this? Let us know, May. Okay, she's going for the glass. All right. So I happen to love this mug. I received this mug my very first year teaching. It says, simply the best teacher. All right. So don't mess with your fishing rod now. All right. So let's look and see if it's magnetic. What you think, May?
Yeah.
It came right on out. So that means glass is not magnetic. All right. So now we down to 2 more. We got wood and we got this. Which one you want to try now? You want to try the can? Oh, I felt some attraction. Some attraction. So that means we're getting closer with an aluminum can.
Didn't work, May.
And then we have our last piece, which is wood. All right? It's going to fall right off. Wood is not magnetic. Now, something we borrowed from Granddaddy. I don't know if you guys can even see it. It's a small little nut. All right? Let's see what happens. So I don't know if you guys can see it at home, but it sticks right on there. It is indeed magnetic. So we have certain metals or steel that will be magnetic. Oh, and we forgot about this, paper. So this is, if you don't know, if you have a fur baby as I do, you can go to Starbucks and get a puppuccino. So this is paper. All right? Paper is not magnetic. All righty? So now that we've learned all of that, we're going to allow Miss May to go fishing today, and she's going to go fishing in her own little pond. Now, you at home can have this magnetism fun as well. All you need is your rod, a string, and magnets, as well as a clear container. It actually doesn't have to be clear. We chose clear so you guys can see everything that was going on, but some type of container with water and then other small magnets. Now, to make everything fun, our magnets are red and they're shaped like little fish. All right, so May's about to go fishing as soon as I finish retying the string on her rod. And you know what? I'm going to triple tie it since the double tying it already came loose. All right. And then as she goes fishing, yes, it's going to be in the water, but that magneticism field, it is indeed strong. So this is May's fishing rod right here. All right. It's something that you can make at home. You can take a pencil, string, and magnets. All right, so no drinking your pond. So, May, it's time for you to go fishing. So, come on.
Get the fish. Get the fish.
Are you paying attention? Say, where? You gonna get some fish? Uh-oh, you got a fish that,
You got a
she
fish.
got her first fish. Woo! She's like, let me see that fish. You see your fish? Say, she's trying to eat her fish already. So, here's the fish. So, how it goes, May, do you mind? Or you, here, let's let you do it again. All right. So,
Fish.
she like, no, I want my first fish. Your first fish is right here. Look, so she is like very much so like, what's going on with my fish? All right, so you take your rod and you hover it around, just like almost what you would do with fishing. All right, because of course the magnet fish are not alive, so they're not going to move. But the trick is,
Fish, girl.
look,
You got a
woo,
fish.
the trick is to get your magnet to line up with your fish so it can attract them. So just like bait on a fishing rod attracts living fish, you're fishing to see if you can get your magnet to attract with the magnetic force around our magnet fish. All right, so let's see if we can get another one going. Oh, you see? Oh, man, you got a third one, girl. All right, and that fish went on the floor. So we're going to continue fishing, and then we're going to up the stakes, because how you can up the stakes. So once we see that you got the hang of it, just like May kind of got the hang of it, it's like, oh, this then became easy cheesy. Add some weight onto your fish. So make sure that your magnets are heavier. So then that way it has to be a strong attraction in order to pick it up. And now I'm interested to see. So May, you got 3 fish caught. Let's see what happens. Her magnet can pick up all 3. So we got 2 more fishes left in there. We're going to go ahead and keep fishing. We hope you had fun. Please believe you can try this at home. Once again, you can make a fishing rod. All you need is something like a stick, or it could actually be a stick from outside, string, magnets, and then some additional magnets to count as your fish. They don't have to be in the shape of fish. You can say that you're going fishing for Lego men and you put magnets on the bottom of your Lego men. It's so many possibilities. And make sure you have a container for water. And if you are under the age of 16, I would definitely say still ask your mom and dad, because you don't want to have to explain why it's a whole bunch of water on the floor. Even though you are being a great marine biologist, even though you are being a great magnetic field scientist, you still don't want to have to explain why you got to use a whole roll of paper towels to clean up your mess. Okay? All right. So, May, I hope you enjoyed a time with our friends out there, and we're going to keep on fishing. You guys have a great day. We're going to do a little quick lesson on magnets. So we know that magnets can either repel one another or attract one another. So magnets have a north and a south pole, just like we have in on our planet, on Earth. So if you've ever heard of anyone going to Iceland, one of the great attractions of going to Iceland is that you can see the northern lights. And essentially what's going on with that northern lights is you actually see all these lights in the sky, but that is the electromagnetism that is in our air that we can't see here in Chicago or any other place in the United States. We don't generally see that. But if you go to Iceland, I believe it's between December and March, you can see actually all the north and the south poles and all the electromagnetism. You can see all of it coming together. So the closest thing that we can see to it, unfortunately, it doesn't make all these pretty little colors and stuff. Remy like, I'm just going to wait till my fishing time. We won't see all those pretty colors, but we can see that magnets will either attract. So you see how they came together? Or they will repel one another. Oh, I need to change. There we go. So, obviously, we've heard of the phrase opposites attract. That is indeed true when it comes to magnets. But as we can see, if we have two north poles trying to come together, they run away from one another. So let me do it again so you guys can see. So you see how I am just moving this one magnet and the other one is just running away. But if we have a north and a south, they come together no problem. Because opposites attract. All right, so Remy, you ready to